it's going to be about anxiety and photography, and especially analog photography and anxiety, because I just finished watching Matt Devella's video, I think that's his name anyway, and it's quite inspiring, to be honest, because he was just talking about the way he copes with his anxiety, the way his outlook on it, and just what he does in his life to try and cope with it. And I'm someone who's like had anxiety for quite a few years now. I think especially in the 21st century, it's sort of just a common thing that people have anxiety. And I used to not have anything to help me with it. I used to be very much felt alone with it. I couldn't really run away from it. And one of the biggest helps in my life is photography. And like I said earlier, especially analog photography, because it really let me slow down, not care, be connected to the moment, but also not be, which is what I really, really needed with my anxiety. So I feel like I was just gonna make this video and post it, because I'm sure there's other people that relate to this. There definitely is. Hopefully it can reach those people. And it's not going to say that this helps everyone with anxiety, because everybody has different problems in their life, or everyone faces different things. But for me, analog photography really helped. So I'm trying to think where to begin with it. Yeah, so the main idea for it, why I'm talking about this, is because obviously with analog photography, number one is that you obviously don't see your image instantly, which is a hugely amazing factor. I think at first, it did give me a bit of angst, maybe, not seeing my images at first. I used to overthink, what if they didn't work? I'd have to quickly rush to get them developed, I'd have to pay for them to get developed. I just have to see them quickly to know that they worked, or just to see if they worked before I really understood what I was doing with it. But I think that not seeing the image really helps you, because if you're feeling anxious, so if you're feeling anxious and you're in a position, say you're at like a social event or a gathering or a party, for example, and you're feeling anxiety, if you have, say, just a little pocket camera on you, a film camera, you can pull it out, look through the viewfinder. Now it might seem antisocial, some people view that as antisocial, but to me that's my breathing room, that's my alone time, my headspace. When I look through a viewfinder in those kind of situations, it really lets me see it from an outside perspective, not me. Even though of course my mind still feels anxious, I'm still in that moment, it really lets me view it from a different perspective. I get to look around the room, and to other people, I'm just taking a picture, who cares? But to me it's sort of letting me suss out why I feel the way I feel, what's going on in this situation, then, if continuing to feel like that is the right thing to do. So yeah, you can look around, and so you can either take a picture or not take a picture. But if you take a picture, it could really help you see the reason why you're anxious. Maybe that picture in the future, you look at it and you can see the link between it. It can make you see sort of the emotional things you're feeling. And then also the fact that it's analog, you take that picture, you've taken the headspace, you've taken the shot, but then you don't get sucked in by the digital aspect of it being, you see the image instantly, and that sucks your energy in, and then you would start to overthink, like, why did I take this image? What does this do? Maybe that's not good enough. You sort of have that moment, you reflect, you take the shot, and then you move on. And I think that is a very, very powerful tool for someone with anxiety. And if you're into photography, if photography is something you like, if you'd like taking pictures and maybe you aren't even into analog photography yet, I would suggest try something like that, because I've very much have a lot of social anxieties. I find socializing to be a very awkward thing. Like, I enjoy it, and I do love socializing, and I need company all the time, but I also can't deal with it. It's very intense. I find eye contact very, very intense, because I feel like I can see the thoughts of everything, the soul of the person. It just lets you see way more than what's on the surface. But using a camera and sort of just letting myself get out of it and viewing someone's eyes through a viewfinder is just a whole different experience for me anyway. I don't know how it is for other people, but I would definitely suggest doing that. Let me just think of something else. Yeah, so it really does just come down to the main idea, which is disconnecting but connecting yourself to the moment. And I think that's the most powerful thing that it can give you, analog photography. And I can't even say how much it's done for my life. It's made me feel so much more confident as a person. It's made me so much less anxious, and the fact that I've managed to channel anxiety into something that I can physically see, hold, feel, have forever. It's an image, I can print it on my wall, and maybe I felt like shit at the time taking the picture. Maybe it was a way to get out of the situation. But this situation and that moment led to something which I have forever and I can have joy and pride for, and I don't feel anxiety towards because that moment doesn't exist anymore. That one does on the wall, and it's like an incredible feeling, you know. So yeah, I think that is really it. It's a very quick summary. I think I'm just going to roll some images at the end. This was very much just off the spur of my head, just grab the camera, sit down, and do it. So yeah, I'll probably run some images quickly. I've literally moved into a new place in the past 2 weeks. It's very nice. It's kind of really the house space I've been looking for. It's grounded me so much. It feels homely. It's what I've wanted for such a long time, and you know, it's gonna let me make more videos. It's gonna let me write more, just be more just aware of what I'm doing. So it's exciting times. It's exciting times. And if you have anxiety, you know, just keep going, keep trying to improve yourself, because you can really make a difference to your life working on it, and things can definitely get better. So yeah, thank you for watching. Yeah, if you like the video like that, I'm going to chuck in that usual stuff. Subscribe to the channel, it would mean a lot. I'm hoping to keep this going for a long time, and I'm really enjoying it, so thank you for all the support. And yeah, enjoy the images. Enjoy your day. See you later.
I don't think I deserve